Here he is. Here's the man. He's coming in just after. What's the bleeding story? Julian, what's happening, man?
I've just about got a connection, I think. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stick my hood up. So just a little bit windy here. I'm going to do my jacket up so we get a little better audio.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, can you hear me?
Visually, I can hear you, mate.
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay.
Good. So what do you think?
So,
you watched the game?
Yeah, well, what did you think of the lineup anyway? We'll start there.
Well, he didn't really have any choice. If Ramsdale and Martinelli are injured, the obvious replacements, and I think very worthy replacements, is Leno and Smith Rowe. Yes, it might have slightly hindered us, especially losing Martinelli's pace and also potentially Ramsdale's distribution. But you can't say either of those players are weak options to come in. They're really impressive. You know, for me, that just reinforces the fact that Arteta's got it right in regards to the squad. We've got a squad, unless we're seriously unlucky, that is capable of getting us to where we want to be, which is Champions League football.
Yeah, like I was just a bit nervous when I seen Leno coming in, because let's say the way that we play it out from the back, like obviously Ramsdale I think is better at it. Now look, Leno came in and he done really well. What did you make of like?
Go on.
No, like what did you make of his game overall? Like, you know.
Well, mate, he's okay. He's very good as a reserve keeper. I think he's excellent as a reserve keeper, but he's not quite as good as Ramsdale, which is the reason why he's the reserve. But if we had that kind of quality cover for every position on the pitch, we'd be competing for the championship, not just Champions League football. He's a very good goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeper. Distribution-wise, not the best. There was one moment where I think it was towards the end where we really had to hold the ball up, and he just booted his goal kick straight out and conceded possession back to Villa. And they really pressed us that the last half an hour. There was it's interesting. I was sat next to Lee Judges, and we were saying how much we look forward to going to football every week, but the moment that we're there, all we want is it for it to end. It's bizarre entertainment that you just want it over with. It reminds me of going on a roller coaster. There's some sort of sick enjoyment about it, which is why you do it. But honestly, if I think rationally about it, why would I put myself through it? I just want it to end. I mean, there's two moments of joy, which is the goal and the final whistle.
Yeah. What did you make of the goal anyway? Did you get a good view of it?
Well, interestingly enough, I had some really good seats. I was up a tier towards the front, about midway between the halfway line and the D. So normally I would complain about my seats and not being able to have a good view. I had a perfect view, and I turned round to Lee to say, wasn't that amazing? I couldn't remember Cedric ever scoring a goal. He told me it was Saka that scored. So how on earth I mistook Cedric for Saka, I have no idea. I'm supposed
you not have your glasses on.
I mean, yeah, well, obviously my contact lenses are coming to the end of their month. That could be my excuse, other than I try to justify it because I'm not one to back down verbally. Physically, I'll be the first to run. But I said, well, they are similar. They are similar height and build. That was my excuse for getting them mixed up. But apparently Cedric was the one that put the cross in, so he was involved. So it probably was, another justification is Arsenal's movement was obviously that quick that it was quicker than the human eye can track.
Jesus, I wouldn't be going that far now, for fuck's sake. Well, so yeah. You probably got a good view.
Go
You probably got a good view of the sort of the tussle where Mings got Saka's ankle. What did you make of that? Was that a sending off?
No, I didn't. I did get a view of it, but you need to see these things in slow motion and replay. That I couldn't get replay. You've probably noticed that around this area, the mobile phone reception is particularly poor. And one thing that I usually get to do at the games is, especially the live TV games, is be able to watch the key moments replay,
Yeah.
which really helps in trying to analyse what's gone on. I could not get a reception at all. I was even trying to Google the age of Ashley Young the whole game because I wanted to talk about him.
Yeah.
Completely unable to even do that. So I saw it once. Yes, it looked like a bad challenge, but I'm in the stands. These things happen so quickly. And also these days with players, you never know if they are badly injured. I mean, I'm not going to be that biased that I don't admit that Arsenal players do it. They all do it. They all just roll around and try and get each other sent off, overreact. I don't know. I absolutely don't know because I only saw it the once. The reaction of Saka, who you would hope and has the reputation for being an honest player, would indicate that the guy definitely caught him late. If he did catch him late and it was a dangerous challenge, then it absolutely should have been a sending off. I mean, have you seen it replayed?
Yeah. He went in with the studs high, studs showing. So yeah, I've seen them given for red cards, all right. And I'm sure. Did you see McGinn then pushing Lacazette?
Yeah, I saw Lacazette go over. I didn't see who pushed him. It was all a bit of a melee. Did McGinn get booked for that?
Yeah, he got booked. Yeah. The two of them got booked. Yeah.
It's I don't know if it's correct to describe it as how we used to, but it's handbags, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just pathetic. You see that on a rugby pitch or on a Friday night in the high street, and you'd laugh. As soon as you get onto a football pitch, all they want to do is roll around.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand. To me, it discredits the competitiveness and quality of the champion, the English Premiership. You've got some real high quality players there, and the first thing they want to do is roll around and feign injury. And it's not just it started with individual players having a reputation for it, and now I believe from the amount that I see it that they're almost taught to do that. And if they don't do that, then they're going against their manager's wishes. I don't want to see it. Maybe I'm old,
Yeah.
but to me, I want to see competitive football. I don't want to see anyone get booked for that. I want to see them get booked for feigning injury.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you. It does my head seeing all that diving around and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So who was your man of the match?
To me, I thought Partey was immense.
Yeah.
Immense. He's just getting better and better, or he's getting to be the Partey that we saw at Atletico Madrid. He was the Partey that we all celebrated and did that little dance for a few years ago. And then suddenly someone swapped him over when he went into an Arsenal shirt. Well, it looks very much like he's been swapped back because he's looking like everything we've always wanted.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He was outstanding today. He was my man of the match as well. And the television gave Saka man of the match, but I look, the two of them are really good. Very good.
Yeah. It was really good. The defence was good. Ben White, Gabriel, partnerships look strong. I was saying on my AFTV interview that the difference now is we've always been capable of getting 1-0, 2-0 up, but we've also always been quite fragile in as much as even when you get 1, 2, 3-0 up, you always wondered, are Arsenal going to be able to hold out? Well, now, look, it was nervy at 1-0. It definitely was nervy at 1-0. But you have far bigger confidence in that team because they're solid and they're organised, and that's why I really think we need to give Arteta the credit, because it's the manager that brings that organisation in. And I've heard, him being criticised for overcoaching. I mean, that's his job. He's really reinforced the players what they want, what they need to do, then that's good management. If it
We'll
works,
have
if they win.
We'll have a conversation about that another time. What did you think of the free kick again, Pepe giving away in the last minute? Were you nervous when you seen Martinez going up?
I'm usually really, really positive, but I actually sat down. In my mind, the only way that I could deal with that mentally was already have seen Villa score. So I was kind of gearing myself up for the worst. So when he actually made the save, we celebrated that like a goal. But we were almost resigned to the fact that it had already gone in, especially when Martinez came up for that last free kick. It was almost destined to be that Martinez would score the goal. So yeah, it was massive relief. I mean, there was two things. That towards the end, last half an hour, I was dying for a wee, and so I had double relief. But Arsenal win, I went running off to the toilet.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Look, it was such an important game to win, especially after losing to the Liverpool game. We had to win this game if we wanted to get top four. We're going into the break now, 4 points ahead. You know, and especially if you get the win, you don't want to be sitting there 2 weeks after losing or drawing, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, look, it's a good win, and I'm delighted. Are you still your stance that we can get the top four?
I keep getting asked the same question. I keep giving the same answer. I was backing them for top four after 3 games of the season when we're bottom of the table, so I can't really change my tune now.
Yeah, you keep going with it. You have to. Yeah. Look, mate, I'm going over on the 9th of April to the Brighton game, so I'll have to have a beer with you.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Do you need a ticket?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay, well, you're talking to the right person, so hit me
Good
up
man.
online.
Yeah. I'll WhatsApp you.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so have a great day.
Lovely.
It's been great.
Yeah, you too.
Great up to now. All right.
Bye. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Cheers, mate.
See ya.
Thanks a million. Yeah, well, so there you have it. Just Julian's thought on the game, and he was pushing into the Arteta thing, and I just says, no, I don't want to go there. You know, in case we lose coverage and stuff like that. So we'll have another chat about that another time when he's sitting down, and we'll have an old argument or two. Like, you know what I mean? 1-0 today to the Arsenal. I'm going to wrap things up now because I want to chill out, and I'm going to watch the Ireland rugby game as well later on. And the Formula 1 is probably nearly over now at this stage. But look, enjoy your day, everyone. Thanks a million for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and share if you want. And if you don't, I don't give a bollocks. Fair play to you. All the best, and enjoy.